first match starts between St. Bellican and Matisse. So we did seed these players based upon the number of cards that they won in the championship heats. St. Bellican coming away with the top number 1 spot. He will go up against the player at the bottom here, the number 8 spot, Matisse. St. Bellican is really... Oh, man. Okay, we'll hop right into it then. The request went up and it was instantly accepted. Good luck to both of these players. St. Bellican on the bottom up against Matisse from the top. Matisse actually is representing Reddit Bravo in this series. Reddit Bravo, the top feeder for Alpha. Been along for a while. They're good for the ride. St. Bellican starts with a Goblin Barrel. Does get 1 stab onto that tower there. Fireballs it too for a little bit more chip damage. Ice Golem, Mega Minion, Bowler creeping on in. What is the response? It's going to be Skeleton Army. That'll distract the Ice Golem for a little while. And fortunately, actually does manage to get that Mega Minion down. No tower damage for St. Bellican yet. While his opponent's tower, taking some chip damage from these minions, brought down to 1779. St. Bellican ahead in Elixir, but he's got a 4 Elixir Musketeer coming at him, facing down that barrel. How is he going to respond? A mirrored minion horde. Only loses 1 of them. Nice fireball from Matisse on the counter. Matisse up now. 1 and maybe a half Elixir, but down in tower damage on that right side. He's got to be able to leverage that Elixir advantage if he wants to be able to make this push happen. Seeing Ice Golem and Bowler in the deck makes me think that there's a chance that this is a graveyard deck. Can't say for sure, but St. Bellican playing a classic Zap Bait deck, running Furnace and Mirror to just apply consistent pressure, try to get a ton of damage just through chipping here and there. Skeleton Army pushes the Hog Rider to the left. Zap takes them out pretty quickly, but Hog Rider manages to get a couple swings over in on the left. St. Bellican applies pressure with this Bowler on the back end, sending in the Goblin Barrel. They get several stabs in the back end. Nicely done, down at 1328. The counter pushes Ice Golem Musketeer, but unfortunately for Matisse, the Musketeer slightly ahead. Not going to get that tanking effect from the Ice Golem. Bowler's meeting at the bridge. St. Bellican's got the advantage here since he's playing defense. Mirrored Skeleton Army takes out that Hog Rider, but not before it gets 1 swing on the tower. St. Bellican now splitting his counter assault. Skeleton Army going one way, Bowler going the other way. A clutch Goblin Barrel, though, does get 1 stab off on the tower before the Bowler can take them out. Nice fireball brings the tower down to 887. And St. Bellican far ahead on tower damage. Just has to keep this defensive posture up. Zap does not kill that minion horde, and with the Skarmy out, I don't know if there's any way to get the DPS necessary to kill these big dudes. Very likely that we see a mirrored Skarmy on that right side from St. Bellican to take out. No, in fact, it's going to play the Bowler. But look out, there's E-Barbs coming in hot on the left side. St. Bellican drops the Bowler, but dang, those guys can chop him down pretty quickly. Hog reaches the tower, and is it going to swing? Yeah, it does. 1. I hope that Matisse has got zapped. There it is. Takes out the Goblin Barrel. 887 on Matisse's right side tower. 1179 on St. Bellican's. This is anyone's game right now. The next big connection could be the winning move. St. Bellican has the Elixir advantage. Chooses to invest that into a Furnace on the back end. Could just be Fireball Cycle for the win, though. 658 hit points left on that right side tower. If St. Bellican can defend against... Oh, no, but check this out. We've got a big old Elite Bar push coming in. Zap doesn't get all the skeletons, though, and with that, Matisse's push is obliterated. Thanks to that follow from X Bixels. Safe, 254. 245, rather. We also got a new one coming in from Beinica77. Much appreciated, guys. St. Bellican sitting at 10 Elixir for a little while, trying to decide what he wants to do. It looks like he might actually go for the Fireball Cycle route to try to take that right side tower out. 2 more Fireballs will do it. Matisse, sensing that there's danger, starts to Fireball Cycle on his own, but I don't know. I think that St. Bellican wins that matchup. Gonna need a really massive push on that left side. E-Barbs could do the trick, but I don't know. Gummed up by skeletons. I don't think that there's any way to take this thing out. Fireball plus log is sufficient. Well done to St. Bellican. He gets the first win in the Reddit Alpha Championships. That is one for the ages. Well done to St. Bellican. He won over Matisse. Now, both players can change their decks however they like. No restrictions whatsoever. We can get them mixed up or stay exactly the same. Hey, you know, if it's working, you might not need to change it at all. But at any rate, St. Pelican up 1-0 over Matisse in this first quarterfinals match. He will be going up one more time at least. If Matisse wins a game, he'll go to a best of 3. But this is a best of 3 match indeed. Matisse gets that request up, and St. Pelican ready to go. Hits it. Good luck, says Matisse on the bottom. What's up, Kitty?
Mirror just gives you so many more options.
Dude, Mirror, it really does. And it gets kind of a bad rap because it's hard to pull off the value that you need from that +1 elixir cost. But when you're playing like a Zap Bait deck and you think, haha, I got, you know, the card that I needed out of my opponent so I can make a big push now. And then it turns out they have 2 of that card. It's like, you know, what do you do? How do you drill through it?
Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't usually have 2 counters. Decks are made to have 1 counter, you know?
Right. Safe 245 asked, is it best of 1 or best of 3? This quarterfinal match will be best of 3. So it's not over for Matisse. He can keep on plugging along. Big old bowler graveyard push from St. Pelican on the left side. Graveyard distracted by an Ice Golem. It does pop and kills all those skellies. Nice defense from Matisse. He does wind up taking about 800 in chip damage on the left side, though. Defense from St. Pelican is split archers. That'll help take out the Mega Mini on the left and the Fire Spirits on the right. Tombstone of his own is going to help deal with the Fire Spirits trickling in over on the right. And St. Pelican is effectively gone for the reset here. No, actually, he's going to be facing down a big old bowler push on the right. Bowler graveyard from both players. This is 2 very similar decks. It's going to be all about who can execute better and who gets the better RNG from the graveyard. Dealt about 500 damage with that push. Not bad at all. Well done to Matisse facing a bowler on defense from St. Pelican and a lot of skellies that had accumulated from the Tombstone over there on the right.
It could be a mirror matchup.
It could, in fact, be a mirror matchup. We haven't seen a Furnace from St. Pelican, but I expect that they're only playing 1 spawner each. Yeah, he's playing Tombstone instead of Furnace. I think that Furnace is actually a little bit less popular than Tombstone at the top. Nice split between the Archers and the Furnace there. Made sure that St. Pelican didn't have the opportunity to fireball both, but with that push, he actually made a huge connection there. Defense against these E-Barbs is Ice Golem and Mega Minion, but dang, there's a Graveyard on the back end also. Matisse pushing really super hard here. No way to shut down those Archers, though. Left with 1730 on that right side tower. St. Pelican has got to be feeling pretty good right now. Matisse actually counter-pushing on the left side with Furnace as well. Going to be splitting some of that damage. St. Pelican, though, out for blood. Bowler on the left side. We can definitely expect to see a Graveyard added on here. There it is! Graveyard is out! And it's Ice Golem, Graveyard, Bowler on the left. Fireball added into support. Gets a little bit of additional damage off of that Bowler, but the Graveyard is doing most of the work here. Down to 67, that is within zap range. And it goes down! St. Pelican with the 1-0 in this matchup defeats Matisse. That's the best of 3 result. Well played to St. Pelican and Matisse. But that is over, folks. St. Pelican takes it. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and update on that right side over there the result from this match. Congratulations to Matisse. He'll move on to the semi-final round. All right, congratulations to St. Pelican. What did I just say? Matisse? That would not be correct. Congratulations to St. Pelican. He moves on. Unfortunately, Matisse eliminated now. Let me see if I can't get the right color that I'm looking for here. That would be nice, wouldn't it? No, that didn't work. I'm trying to get the text to be red so that it shows Matisse has been eliminated. Uh-oh. It's not changing colors, though. Yeah, there's going to be a giveaway. You know what? While I figure this out, why don't we have a giveaway? I think that would be a good opportunity. I Want Money says, Woody, can I call you Papa Wood? Yo, you can call me whatever you want, man. I like that, Papa Wood. Oh, Mega Fun says, Woody, nice commentating, man. Many thanks. Beineke said, Woody, do you have to be in the Reddit clans to join this tourney? Yes. And in fact, to be in the tourney, you have to already have been designated by the powers that be those powers being your own skills in 20 heats that we had. Thanks to the follow, ZG20. Straight White Man said, giveaway hype. Yeah, let's do a giveaway. I got to get it started up on the back end here. Just as soon as I open up the giveaway, it'll be a raffle. Opened up. It is now open. You have to type raffle with an exclamation point out in front to be able to enter into that. Type raffle to join the raffle. Alrighty. We'll let that run for a couple of minutes here while we figure out the best way to add this in. I'm trying to remember. There was something that I did one time. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, color. Select color. Here we go. I think this is going to do it.
Woody, also, Cicero's going to update the scores on tournament. If you want to just pull up the bracket at some point, that would work too.
Okay, I will pull up the bracket right now. Eliminated. Well played, Matisse. Let's show the bracket on the right side over here. That should be working out fine.
It's already been updated.
It has already been updated. Fantastic. I will go ahead and refresh this. And just as soon as we get the reloaded page, it should show, in fact, that St. Bellican victorious over Matisse in that 2-0. The next matchup we're going to see is between Slayer and Marcel P. Before then, we're going to do the giveaway results. So hit exclamation point raffle into the chat there if you want to have a chance at winning $10 giveaway by PayPal, iTunes gift card, or by Google Play gift card. I'm trying to get the refresh isn't working for this tournament page for some reason. Marcel P requesting Dart Goblins. You heard it here first, folks. Marcel P requests Dart Goblins. That's going to be the card to request. Oh, buddy. I wish I could donate, but I have a donation cooldown on this one. Sorry, Marcel.
I just remember how many hundreds of trophies I lost the day you guys were all playing Rocket Cycle, trying to be one of the cool kids.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, this tournament page is crashing on me, man. I can't get it to load. All right. Well, at any rate, St. Bellican victorious over Matisse. I think we're going to go ahead and do last call on the raffle. We'll shut it down.
Wants to know if we can do another... Check the clan chat.
Okay, yeah. He says he's got a match for CRCS. He's got to head out.
Let's see if we can play around it.
Okay, in fact, we actually have Marcel P hopping out. He is not only in the Reddit Alpha Championship, he is also in the top team for Reddit Alpha in the Clan Royalty Championship Series that is taking place right now on another channel. So good luck to him in that competition. But right now, we're going to switch away. We're actually going to have a different couple of competitors here now. Oh, in fact, we can actually report on the results from, whoops, not that one, on this one, from the last match. St. Bellican victorious over Matisse. We're going to skip away. We're not going to do the Slayer versus Marcel P match just yet. We're going to see if we can't get Patriots 34 and Darth Jar Jar to compete right now. We're going to give them a couple extra seconds just because we did have to skip ahead in the broadcast to make sure that Marcel P is able to compete in both tournaments at the same time. But once we get confirmation from both of those players, we're going to go ahead and try to do... how many overlays does one man need? All right, we're going to go ahead and try to do the other match first. So I think that we should have those guys ready in chat. Darth Jar Jar and Slayer both ready. So I think that we're going to go ahead and start that matchup. That's a best of 3, but first we have to conclude this raffle. Let's hit the close button. Raffle's been closed. We're going to draw someone and announce the winner in chat. Congratulations to Joey CR. You are the winner of the first raffle. Congratulations, Joey CR. That's a $10 win right there. Big ups to you, dude. Thanks for entering into that raffle. I can see, in fact, you did hit that exclamation point raffle. Well done. And so, Joey CR, you have won. Joey CR won the first raffle.
Oh, Jar Jar's playing Expo.
Oh, is he? Let me hop into this game. Dang, I almost missed the explosive beginning here between Patriots and Darth Jar Jar.
It was Expo Rocket to counter.
Alrighty, so it's Dark Jar Jar up on top, Patriots on the bottom here. Dark Jar Jar did drop that Expo, but it looks like Patriots got a pretty decent counter. Only took about 600 damage on the left side. Patriots now ahead in Elixir. Patriots has got Ice Golem Musketeer cycling between these same 5 cards that you see at the bottom. Looks like he might have a super expensive win condition or something that he's not quite ready to deploy this early in the match. Oh, another Expo from Dark Jar Jar gets rocketed down. Not before he'll get 300 or so chip damage off on that left side. That exchange does go in Dark Jar Jar's favor, even though it's his win condition. Rocket doesn't completely take out an Expo. It still gets a couple hundred shots off on the tower. A couple hundred shots worth of damage off on the tower. Trying to speculate as to what deck Patriots is playing here. We see a couple of different nice defensive cards in Musketeer and Minions, but no hard win condition yet. Playing a nice little game of control here, but he's suffered about 1,000 damage on that left side. Dark Jar Jar pulling ahead. They're about equal in Elixir right now, hitting 10. Dark Jar Jar's going to just drop that little Ice Spirit. Try to get a little chip damage. No, shut down by Patriots' Musketeer. Log rolling on out. Chip damage on the Musketeer and onto the tower. Miner added on. Oh, but nice prediction. Mega Minion from Dark Jar Jar swipes through that Miner with no trouble whatsoever. Dark Jar Jar drops another Expo. Rocket goes down. It's going to hit the Mega Minion too. It does! Very well played Rocket by Patriots. 6 for 9 trade against Dark Jar Jar, and Dark Jar Jar having to wait now to set up his next line of attack. Patriots, meanwhile, going in for a little bit of chip damage. He's playing Miner Rocket. That might just be the win condition. He's pulling ahead, almost tied up now. Another Expert Rocket kills the Expo and that Mega Minion. Our two competitors now relatively close in damage. You might not have been able to pick a better deck if you knew your opponent was playing Expo than the one that Patriots has got right now. Maybe with a big old tank would have helped some, but dang, Rocket just nuking these 4 Expos. It is hard to get a connection. Rocket. And the Rocket cycle has begun! Rocket. Dark Jar Jar dropped that Rocket, lots of damage on tower, but now he's got to defend against a really big push. Miner, Minions, and Musketeer, are they about to connect? They are! The Minions going straight for the tower! Musketeer getting the shots off it. Patriots wins the 1-0. Good game from both players. Well played, guys.
Jar Jar had to be like 2 cards from the Rocket there.
Oh yeah, man. Nutty close there at the end. Dark Jar Jar got into a Rocket cycle, but couldn't get through the heavy defensive setup that Patriots had there. Well done. No Inferno Tower from Patriots, but still, Ice Golem sufficient to knock them down. Keep them out, and then rocket those dudes along with the Expo for the win. Well played, Patriots there, but it's not over. Best of 3 series means that Darth Jar Jar and Patriots can both change as many cards or as few cards as they want in their deck. What would you do in this case, Kenny, if you were Darth Jar Jar, down 1 in the series? Would you stick with what you had and hope that Patriots swaps out to a different deck, or would you...
Come on, 3 Muskies.
3 Muskies.
3 Muskie mirror. Let's do it.
Darth Jar Jar is the 3 Musketeer King.
Would
not surprise me. I'm making fun. Woody, says Woody, who's the other dude talking? That is a great question that should just be easily answered with a text addition onto the overlay here. But it is, of course, Kenny G. If you've been watching since the beginning of the stream, you would know that he is the one who's co-casting. He is the main sponsor, helping out a ton with this tournament. Big ups to him. Kenny, I think that your Twitter handle is KennyG_CR. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Cool. We'll get that underway right under the Reddit Alpha Championship logo there. Co-caster at KennyG_CR. Put that in our preferred Supercell font. And I think we're just about ready to go with round 2 between these guys. The request is up from Darth Jar Jar. Accepted by Patriots. Let's go ahead and spectate this match. 3 Muskies are riot, says Freecore. He wants to see the 3 Muskies out of Darth Jar Jar. Oh, buddy. But you know, if your opponent knows you're playing three Muskies, you can get hard counter pretty easily.
Rocket's game.
By Rocket, yeah. That might have been Patriots' idea in playing Rocket. But he was going to get some three Muskies. Single Muskie from Patriots. Knight on the back end. No hard push from either player yet. Making a nice little effort to get something on the board. And there's the pump! The pump! We have a pump and a knight in this deck, guys. We might actually have the three Muskies that we're looking for.
Classic Darth Jar Jar three Muskies deck.
Ooh, suffering a nice little bit of chip damage over there on the left. Ice Golem not down in time to protect from additional Musketeer shots. Knight plus Ice Golem equals three Muskies. He has Knight. The whole chat is going crazy for three Muskies right now.
This is the deck right now. He's just trying to wait out the Rocket, I feel.
Possibly. Patriots is playing Fireball, though. It'd be difficult to have both Rocket and Fireball in your deck.
Sure.
Darth Jar Jar pumping up in the center still. I would probably have pumped up in the back right. Just to avoid getting a Fireball in your tower and the pump at the same time. Patriots building up a big attack, but Darth Jar Jar has definitely got the elixir advantage here. It's all about whether he can leverage that into tower damage, though, you know? You get really far ahead on elixir, but if your opponent can play flawless defense, then it doesn't really matter. Hold on. And here comes a big surprise move. Graveyard out of Patriots. E-Barbs to defend, but dang, that front end has minions and fire spirits all over the place. This tower is getting absolutely shreked all the way down. Patriots gets the 1-0 lead in the match. 1 minute left. Three Muskies are down. There they are.
No more waiting.
No more waiting. In fact, Darth Jar Jar says, all right, time to get some three Muskies on the board. Fireball goes down. And with that, the Knight on the left side is going to help out that push. But unfortunately, with Darth Jar Jar, he's just facing down so many enemies. Defensive Graveyard from Patriots going to keep these elite barbs held in place. Darth Jar Jar keeps on adding on, but with those troops stuck there, it's great Fireball bait. Oh, but dang, not able to output enough AoE damage. The defensive Graveyard holds them off. Expert defense from Patriots. This is the sort of thing that we've come to expect from this guy. Last ditch effort on the right side. E-Barb's going to get gummed up by an Ice Golem. Distracted by the Knight, and then a defensive Graveyard one more time. Good game to Patriots. Knocking out one of the best in the world. Darth Jar Jar takes a 2-0 loss. Well played to both of our players. But you guys know what that means. Elimination for Darth Jar Jar. Oof.
Man.
Knocked out. 2-0'd by Patriots. Very well played. Both of these guys go into the semis. On opposite sides of the bracket, in fact. They actually will not have an opportunity to meet until the finals. Freecore says, three Muskies lost, now we riot. Hey, man, if you're going to riot, I guess I just have to deal with it, man. DJJ for president, the straight white man says. I thought the straight white man voted for Donald Trump. I'm confused about that. Maybe he votes for DJJ now. A change in leadership.
Jar Jar said the chat demanded it.
The chat demanded it. Didn't want to let you guys down. Oh, man. Kudos to Darth Jar Jar. Didn't let us down at all. Great gameplay. Rocking the three Muskies. Didn't get to the semis, but well played getting this far. One of the top 8 in the clan fam. Taking it to the quarterfinals and going down with his favorite card.
So far,
the viewer favorite too.
Seeds are winning. Interestingly enough.
Oh yeah, the top 2 seeds have beaten the bottom 2 seeds.
Oh man.
We'll get an update on the bracket here. We'll see if we can't get it to show the results from those last matches. Indeed, yep. St. Bellican over Matisse and Patriots over Darth Jar Jar. That puts St. Bellican and Patriots in the semis, but they're going to have some stiff competition. I think the next round that we're going to be watching is between Popcorn and Bacalao. Marcel P playing for CRCS right now. It's going to have to hop back and forth.
I think half of Marcel P is pretty much good enough for me.
Darth Jar Jar dropping the GG, well played, and it says nice skill yard, Kappa Kappa Kappa.
Straight white man says DJJ wins our hearts.
Guys, if you think Graveyard is super skillful, drop a Kappa in the chat for me, please. Need to make sure we have a total count on those in chat that think that Graveyard's the most skilled card. But hey, it's not about who leverages the skill best. It's about who plays the best cards against their opponents. I don't know if that sentence made sense. But at any rate, Patriots, well played. Found the right deck combination to take Dart Jar Jar out in the 2-0. He'll be moving on to the semis. Could be in the money. Just got to get one more win. You can either lose and then win, or you can win and then win. And you're getting money either way. Or win and then lose. You get money that way too. Oh, buddy. Alrighty. Next matchup. Popcorn and Bacalal. Do we have these guys ready in chat? I think Cicero says we might be able to do it. We will go to Popcorn and Bacalal as Marcel P is not yet available. Okay, good to go, Cicero. Letting you know, so we should get that match request up. Yep, there we go in clan chat. Popcorn and Bacalal. Popcorn's going to request the first match. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter who requests anymore because you can change around your deck all you want. It used to be that you could see your opponent's deck if you went to their profile. The current deck that they have currently selected. It was a big problem.
The last played deck, though, now?
Yeah, it's last played deck. So the battle deck is the last one that you played either on ladder or in a challenge tournament. Doesn't count friendly battles.
All right, here we go.
Cicero does say, though, it's because of True Blue and True Red. That's right, you have to alternate. I hear they're going to get rid of that, though. True Blue and True Red, there's slight differences. The arena isn't an exact mirror on both sides, so sometimes you can get an advantage if you play one or the other. Bacalal having to defend against an Ice Golem Graveyard. Fireball added on to take care of those archers, and there's a lot of skellies about to reach the tower. Zap! Nicely done by Bacalal. Still, though, taking lots of damage on that left side. He builds up a tiny little bit of an elixir advantage, and he's going to move in with an Ice Golem Graveyard push of his own! E-Barbs to defend for Popcorn. They're going to chop through those skellies in one shot, but they shoot so slowly. Nice fireball from Bacalal. Hits the tower and the E-Barbs. Not really worried at all about a counterattack. But Popcorn got the better end of that exchange, I think. Down to $16.99 on Bacalal's left side tower. Adds on the Ice Golem. Didn't quite get the swing off, though. Still forcing a big elixir response. Nicely played by Popcorn there. Just throwing down 2 and getting 5 out of his opponent. That puts Popcorn back on top for elixir. Thanks to the recent followers, we got Mikey, Coronel 106, and Mick Guy 66, Cannon 1423, and St. Belican re-following me, I think. I'm pretty sure he was already following. Maybe, maybe not. Drake Fan 54, Dark Knight 31, and Chicken Man 21. All dropping those follows in chat. If you're enjoying the gameplay here and want to see more, follow Woody the Mortarballer here on Twitch. And also, you know what? Go ahead and follow me on Twitter right there, at Woody_CR is the handle. Tombstone set up by both players. We're definitely going to see most of the gameplay on the left side of the match. Here, I think Popcorn's crying because he's about to lose his Tombstone here. Boo-hoo, indeed. Tombstone on the back end is actually quite good if you want to be able to shut down Graveyard pushes, and that's what Popcorn's going to do. Bacalal and Popcorn both playing that Tombstone on the back end. Popcorn's Tombstone directly on top of the tower, just immediately below it so that it can try to distract as many skellies as possible, and no tower damage there for Bacalal's Graveyard push. Meanwhile, Popcorn countering with E-Barbs. They're getting pretty dang close. Ice Golem and Knight to defend. Fireball, so clutch, hits the archers and that Mega Minion. No counter push now from Popcorn. Bacalal and Popcorn even, just about neck and neck. 200 damage advantage for Popcorn. Can he push that into a win? Expect to see a fireball onto these archers. Not before the Graveyard there. There goes the fireball. In fact, he's actually going to play it onto the minions instead. Down to 1174. Popcorn is cycling through lots of spells. He's about to get some E-Orbs onto the tower. Skellies from the Tombstone providing a little bit of a distraction here, but the Mega Minion getting so close. Oh man, nice Ice Golem. But the pressure from Popcorn is just absolutely phenomenal. Cannot let up. Nor should he.
No.
838 on Bacalal's left. Pushing back up for a good assault. Tombstone Knight Archers to defend against this big old E-Barb setup. Nice fireball takes out the Tombstone and the Archers. And it's more just battling at the bridge here. The battle at the bridge. This is a good counter push, though. Ice Golem, Mega Minion on the back end. Ice Golem to defend, but it's not going to be able to distract the skeletons. Zap goes down a little early for my taste. Archer's going to take out some of these skellies, though. Not too much more collateral damage. Do we see a fireball onto the archers in the night, though? That would get tower damage at the same time. Maybe not. Maybe it's not available. All right. Whoa, check out that fireball on defense, though. He held on to it, and he got minions gummed up there in the same time.
Nice pull.
Very nice pull, though, with that Ice Golem. He's going to get those E-barbs into the other lane.
Pulls him back to the center.
That is correct. E-barbs distracted now by the tombstone. 7:04 left on that left side. Is Popcorn going to be able to get it with this next push? No, he's going to watch out. There's a big graveyard of his own. Bacala pushing that left side, trying to make sure that Popcorn doesn't have the opportunity to dump too much damage onto his towers. Nice little split by the archers there. Bacala forcing those E-barbs to go all around the mulberry bush to try to reach the tower, but nice defensive setup here from Bacala. Fireball takes out that big assault on the incoming. Fireball's gonna kill the minions, though, with some tower damage at the same time. Do the skellies get some stabs? They do! 341 left on that left side tower. It's coming down to the wire, boys and girls. This match is 5 minutes deep, and we still don't have a tower down. But 341 left on that left side. Popcorn might be cycling into his fireballs now. No, he's actually gonna keep going! The graveyard! Unrepentant! Takes it down all the way. Well played, Popcorn! Woo! 1-0 over Bacala in the first of this best-of-3 series. Now, Popcorn is the number 3 seed. And if past his prologue, the top players have been successful over the bottom seeds. That's how it's shaken up so far. 2 O's in both of our matches, and Popcorn's well on his way to keep pace. Cicero, we're good to go, man. If we want to get Popcorn versus Bacala, or yeah, right? That's it. Popcorn versus Bacala, the second match of this best-of-3 series. Man, I hope it's as explosive as that last one. That really kind of got down to the wire. It was close there, but Popcorn just unrelenting. Very well played.
I may be biased, but I want to see a game 3.
Oh, yeah? Hey, there's no bias in wanting to see some excellent gameplay, right?
Hell yeah.
Bacala playing guards now. Nice little counter to the graveyard. Got rid of him pretty quick, though. Maybe he was not afraid of a graveyard coming in too hot. Here it comes! The graveyard, ready or not. E-barbs to defend against the bowler. Ice Golem does not pop in time. Bacala takes a little bit of chip damage, though, but, you know, well played overall. No swings for that E-barb on tower.
Wasn't for a lack of trying.
Right? His sword was, like, thrust up in the air, and just about as it was about to come down, archers shot him through the heart. And he was too late. He gives E-barbing a bad name. Tombstone Mega Minions. Bacala gets a little bit of tower damage with that fireball. Is he going to move in for a graveyard? Ooh. If Freeze is the last card, this could be a good move, but otherwise, Popcorn's got ample defense set up to be able to shut down this push. Tough to get those skellies to connect when there's a bowler, ice golem, and archers on the tower.
There might have been more defense troops down on skeleton.
There's the freeze, though. Popcorn's playing it. Wow. Bowler and the guards on the tower. This is a tough situation for Bacala, down to 487. Now, a lot of times, though, if you're playing freeze, you don't have a fireball. We've seen freeze and graveyard is the only spell so far from Popcorn. Meanwhile, though, big ol' E-barb assault on the right side. Expertly shut down by an Ice Skull and Bowler combo. That is a 7 elixir investment on the right side, so maybe if Bacala is just trying to get rid of elixir, he can shut it down that way. Does spend the Mega Minion, though, on that right to try to salvage here. Guards, Mega Minion, Graveyard! Bacalal says, you know what, I'm losing this left side. Let's take this right side in the meantime. And he's got a pretty decent shot here. Fireball to take out the archers. I don't know, he's running out of juice. Not quite. Gets it down to triple digits. 9:31 left on that right side. But it's still standing. Meanwhile, Popcorn taking that left side tower. Gets the 1-0 for this match. And the 2-0 in the series. Well done to Popcorn. Unfortunately for Bacalal, that means you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
In the first round.
You have been eliminated. Whoa! That's pretty big elimination. I think we can tune that down a little bit, right? There we go. Okay, Bacalal has been eliminated. We do have Marcel P in the game, though. In the clan. I think that he will be ready to go up against Slayer now.
Are we eliminating ourselves?
I don't know. You know, that's a pretty existential question for a Clash Royale stream. Maybe we are eliminated. All right, Marcel thinks he's just about ready. One more sec. And he'll have the request up against Slayer for the final quarterfinal match. Marcel P and Slayer.
What percent of ladder decks do you think have Fireball in them?
Well, according to my most recent card popularity snapshot, I think it was just about half. Card Pop 21. I can pull that up and let you know. Of top ladder decks, anyways. Of the best of the best players out there.
From my observations, that it's like way higher than that.
Really? Okay. Well, we've seen it in 40% of the top ladder decks. I think it does particularly well in tournament format, where you sometimes need that extra little bit of oomph to take the tower down. But we see it in Bacalal, one of his decks. We see it in both Bacalal and Popcorn's deck in the first round. It was only in Patriots' deck.
Every deck has had Graveyard in it.
Neither deck's here. That's not true. Patriots won with some control defense, not running Graveyard. He did run Graveyard in the second match though. So if you're saying at least once, maybe not necessarily both times though. But yeah, Graveyard doing extremely well.
The people's champ right now.
Cicero, we're good to go, man. Get those matches running, and we will see the final quarterfinal match. The last quarterfinal match, maybe that'd be better to say it that way, between Slayer and Marcel P. And we are underway.
Last season's #2 in the world. No pressure.
No pressure, Slayer. None at all. All right, Musketeer creeping in on the right side. Fireball drops it down. Hey, is that Enchanted I see in the chat? He is. He said, congratulations to Omega Fun. His baby boy was born just a week ago. 4th in the kids. He's a little preoccupied now. I would say so. 4 kids. Bouncing baby boys and girls. Congratulations, Omega Fun, and thanks, Enchant, for stopping by the stream. Popcorn asks, Woody, what do you think about the Ewiz buff? I'm happy about it overall. Ewiz relatively unused at the top of the ladder. Maybe people haven't figured out how to play him, but I think it's pretty safe to say that vulnerability to Fireball at a 4-for-4 trade makes Ewiz relatively useless. That same thing can kind of be said for Wizard and Witch. It's super difficult to get a 5 elixir card to be functional when we have cards like Rocket and Lightning in the game that can just nuke him down super fast. This match, though, Marcel P pulling ahead in tower damage at the beginning. Defensive setup from Archers and Ice Golem. Not sufficient to take these minions down. Marcel P is going to have to invest a little more on defense. And despite Marcel P pulling ahead in tower damage, he's actually behind in Elixir right now. Slayer having that Furnace set up and being 2 Elixir ahead right now. Maybe 1.5. Musketeer on the back end. Marcel soaks a Fire Spirit. Fireball going down. And Marcel P, the rocket scientist, is showing why tower damage directly from spells is so strong. Archers to take out these ice golems, but no, here comes a big old rocket attack Rocket hits one of the archers and gets some tower damage. Slayer is about to show the rocket scientist how to do spell cycle. Slayer drops those minions on the back end. Fireball goes down, but a little bit late for Marcel P. He does get this tower into triple digits. Both players, not much to work with on this right side. Good chance that we don't even go into overtime. Someone could drop this tower in the next 20 seconds. Graveyard coming in from Marcel P. It's an Ice Golem Archers. Defensive Skarmy gets zapped down. It's anyone's game right now. Fireball to take out the minions. 160 left on Marcel P's right side tower.
Man.
But Slayer's got his tower still up.
Slayer's got him.
Rocket's going to take it out. No
What a game.
shots left for Marcel P. Well played to Slayer. 1-0 over Marcel P. Number 2 in the world from our previous season performance. But hey, any given Sunday, and it is Sunday, so that saying actually makes sense. Any given Sunday, you can take a win or drop a loss against
Plus
some of the
it's
best in the
blind
world.
tag, you know, it's a different format than a lot of these guys are used to.
Could be said to that, yeah. Let me make sure. I'm actually going to turn off the Wi-Fi. That tends to make it go a little bit slower for me, for whatever reason. But Marcel P is not yet eliminated. This is a best of 3 series. Marcel P could make the reverse sweep happen. We are ready to go. Hey, look at that. We pulled an epic out of a silver chest. That's what I get for opening up on stream. Thanks to the follow from Kazmataz. Many thanks. B More Royale 410. Snuggle Killer Mikey Coronel. I'm pretty sure I've seen that name before. Maybe he was in chat earlier. Or maybe I already announced it. Thanks for the follows, guys. Alright. We'll be getting underway quite soon here. Check out the view count differential, though. Marcel P, I think, has a lot of friends. 36 views, because people were spectating those matches. And single digits for all the other ones that we've seen so far. Marcel P. It's a popular man. Will Slayer keep the tradition going? The first 3 matches, the top seeds defeated the bottom seeds. Is that how things are going to shake out, or do we have an upset here from Marcel P? It's hard to call it an upset because he's the number 2 player in the world last season. But he is technically ranked lower than Slayer on the Reddit Alpha Championship leaderboard here. We're good to go just as soon as they are ready. Okay, Slayer versus Marcel P. Marcel P is going to request this second match now. ZQ Unique asks, when are we going to do the giveaways? We'll do our second giveaway after this match. How about that? Is that reasonable? We've done one already. We're going to do 5 $10 giveaways in total during the stream. So 1 was already completed. Congratulations to Joey CR. He won that first one. And
We can just do one after this and then one before every series, I suppose.
That makes sense. Yeah. I wanted to do one after the grand finals, though, because I wanted to make sure that we have one more giveaway at the end of the stream. Marcel P did not get the prediction on that miner.
Playing Hog this time.
He did play Hog. Yeah, despite dropping the Skellies on the opposite side, he actually didn't suffer very much damage while Hog hit that tower pretty dang hard. 1742. Not for Slayer's left side tower.
Oh.
Another Hog, damn!
Oh.
Man, you want to talk about Hog's cycle? That is what we're looking for right there.
Look at his cycle. Skeleton, Ice
And there
Spirit.
was no building to defend. Slayer down to 422 now.
Wow.
Almost takes the tower down just with that Hog Musketeer push. Excellently done by Marcel P. Shuts that push all the way down. Slayer ahead in Elixir. Gonna start defending the left side. Drops that Furnace to keep the Hogs off the tower. But check out this Musketeer. It can outrange. It's gonna shoot that Furnace down. A little bit of zap help to make sure that these minions don't go too far.
Wow.
And Marcel P has cleared the landing strip for his Hog Rider attack.
It just
Running
seems
Tesla! We got a Tesla in this deck. Check that out. Nice zap from Slayer, though. Very quick to respond. Keeps his Musketeer alive. And countering the left side now, Ice Golem, Miner, and Musketeer. Gonna lose that Musketeer on the back end. Marcel P counters the right side with a Hog Rider attack. Nice minions to defend. They'll swipe through before it gets more than a couple of shots off.
Musketeer. Gets both sides.
Here it comes. Ice Golem. Musketeers from both players. Marcel P going hard with this assault. Keeping the pressure on Slayer here. Defensive Tesla setup. Musketeers are going to have a little quick draw match in the center of the arena there. Zap and Ice Spirit kills the minions. Gives the Hog Rider a chance to go over that tower. Gummed up by the furnace, so didn't quite make it there. Ice Golem, Miner, Musketeer on the left side. Dang, dude, 2 Teslas. How do you get through that? Marcel P has called it. Tesla is actually pretty dang good, isn't it? Rocket Cycle from Slayer now. This could be deadly. We haven't seen any big old spells from Marcel P yet, though. Definitely think there's a good chance that we're going to see something from him. There goes the Fireball, the last card in the deck to take it out. That was the only time he had ever played Fireball the entire game. But one time is all you need. Well played. It's now 1-1 between Slayer and Marcel P. And actually, since we have a 1-1 draw, our first 1-1 draw in any series so far, why don't we go ahead and do the raffle right now? We're going to make sure that the previous raffle is reset. Thanks once again to Joey CR. Congratulations on your win for that first raffle. But I want to know if you think Slayer or Marcel P is going to take the win for this next one. So we actually have a special requirement for this raffle. You're going to have to type exclamation point raffle and then either say Marcel P or Slayer to predict who wins the next game. And if you predict wrong, you don't win the raffle. Even if we draw your name, if you said the wrong player, the loser, you don't win. So you have to pick the actual winner to win this raffle. We're going to open that thing up right now. You can enter with exclamation point raffle and then space and then either Marcel P or Slayer to enter into this next match, okay? So we're not going to start the next game until we close the raffle because we don't want anyone to get an advantage over someone else, right? So either say exclamation point raffle Slayer or exclamation point raffle Marcel P. You must pick the right player to win the raffle. You must pick the winning player. We'll say that. That makes it sound a little bit better. The winning player to win the raffle. All right.
All I know, if the Slayer wins, there's going to be like a much better chance of winning the raffle.
That's right. Hey, man, it looks like Marcel P is the favorite among the chat, but if you pick Marcel P and Slayer takes it all, the people who picked Slayer have a much better chance of winning. We're going to draw until we get an actual winner, but between Marcel P and Slayer, I don't know. It's pretty dang close, dude. Slayer took that first game pretty decisively. Marcel P countered with a great deck the second time and had an excellent 1-0 win that match. So the third of this best of 3 is going to be decided very soon. Marcel P and Slayer. We're getting the votes in. We're counting them up. We're just about to be done here. We're going to give it maybe another 30 seconds before we start the third in this best of 3, the final match in the quarterfinals for the Reddit Alpha Championship.
You're the tournament experience on this cast. What do you do for the rubber match? You change your strategy, or you stick with what's good?
To be fair, I've actually never even played in this format before. Most of the times when I would do these tournaments, like for Super Magical Cup or for Clash Royale North American Open, I would run in Conquest format, so you'd have to submit your decks ahead of time, and you'd have to win with both decks. Now, when I was playing in that format, what I would try to do is I would watch what my opponents played first, and then try to play the deck that can counter that one the easiest. And then if I win the first match, then I just have to play my second deck against both of their decks anyway, so it doesn't really matter what order they play in. But I would always be worried if I had one deck that couldn't counter their deck. I would try to make sure that interaction happened second, or last if it were a best of 3 series. So in this one, I think if I were playing in the format that we have here, I would try to just play the best deck that I have. I don't really do a whole lot of deck swaps around, and so that's one of the reasons why I really don't like bans, because I find a deck that I like and I learn how to get really good with it. I'm not really someone who swaps out decks and tries to like hard counter my opponent by like playing mind games with them or anything like that. All right, so we're just about to close the raffle, and I think that we'll give the go-ahead to Cicero to start the next match. As soon as the next match starts, I will close the raffle, and we will do the draw just as soon as the match is over. So we have a ton of entries here. Looks like most of them are for Marcel P. But we got some Slayer fanatics in here, keeping it a cool head. All right, raffle is now closed. So let's watch this match. Marcel P and Slayer, a 1-1 draw in this best of 3 for the quarterfinals. Slayer starts out with a Furnace in the center. Musketeer to shoot that thing down. Musketeer gummed up by this Ice Golem. We might actually have these minions taking out this Musketeer. Well done by Slayer. A good start in this match. That'll put him a little bit ahead in tower damage if he can make any of these Fire Spirits connect. But no, defensive Tombstone. Marcel P has shown he's got lots of answers for this Furnace. Tombstone, Fireball down, and Slayer might actually get a second chance to connect if he can get these Skellies out of the way in time. Oh no! Fire Spirit does jump onto one of the Skellies, and so with that, I don't think we're going to see much more out of that Furnace. Alright. Fireballs on both towers. Graveyard added on to this minion push. Relatively small push, but Marcel P looking for chip damage, I think, on the right side. Might get a connection? No. Knight and minions to gum up and kill those Skellies. Give Slayer a nice little defense setup there. Now, I will say Marcel P was actually the favorite to win the bottom bracket, according to our Twitter poll. So it would be quite an upset, according to the popular vote, if he gets knocked out here the first part of the quarterfinals. Just goes to show they're the high-quality talent that we have here in Reddit Alpha. That Slayer can take a game from the best. We've got all sorts of surprises for you today in the stream, folks. Fireball from Marcel P. Nicely done. Hits the Furnace and that tower. Countering Graveyard from Slayer. Both players are playing Graveyard in this deck. This matchup is about to get bony. Musketeer trickling on in. Does she get a shot off on the tower? Yes, she does. Couldn't one-shot that Musketeer. The tower takes 2 hits from her.
Could this be any closer?
Dude, both at 1700, both playing Graveyard. It's just all about who can get the clutch defense up with those archers. Ice Golem to distract. Now down to 1500 on that right side. Slayer's going to move in for the counter assault now. Defensive Tombstone. Here comes the Graveyard. Ice Golem and Knight in front. The Knight, though, gets chopped down super quickly by E-Barbs. Not much damage on that tower. Nice defensive minions over there. Creeping in for the counter assault now. Here it comes. Marcel P attacks with the Graveyard. Archers are down, but they're a little bit late. Fireball's going to take him out. The zap goes down. Defense from Slayer, but there's still a lot of Skellies over there.
Wow.
Zap from Marcel P brings it down at 260. And can I call it, or would it be too early? I don't know. Marcel P just needs one more Fireball zap to take this thing out. He's going to send it to the Graveyard instead. Graveyard from Slayer. They're both going at it hard. Defense from Archers doesn't quite hold it up long enough. The Fireball takes it out. Marcel P breaks the winner's streak. Number 5 seed defeats Slayer. Well played. This 2-1 series in Marcel P's favor. The reverse sweep. Very
That
well
was
done.
a close game, too. 40 seconds left. Tower damage was like exactly.
Slayer has been eliminated. With the drop of a single graveyard. Or maybe a few graveyards, I don't know. I didn't keep track of the number of graveyards played. There were a lot of graveyards in that match, actually. Okay.